Yeah, okay folks, I'm here today in Hyde Park in London for geoengineering protest demonstration. Started off with about 5 people here, just packed out here, loads of people here. Interviews going on, live radio streams, police have been here moving on vans and all that stuff because that sugar boom has been kicked on out here. Police harassing well-meaning, innocent people just going about their business. Come on over here, I want to show you. When I went to school there was about 7 clouds. Now they've got all sorts of new clouds that they're trying to normalise all these chemicals raining down on us through. Look at all this. Did you see anything like that when you were young? I didn't. All new, harped out of its skies. You can see all the frequencies from the radio waves being sent up. 1 billion watts of power the HARP facilities can shoot up to the sky, to the ionosphere, and they use the particles from the aircraft to conduct their magnetic fields. So they're changing normality, they're changing reality, they're trying to normalise these crazy clouds. So we're here exposing that. Here's the fuselage from the spray planes. They say on the Chemtrail debunking sites that these are ballast tanks, okay? All these computer systems, they got wires not linked up. Okay, whatever about that. What about this? They say it's for ballast. This is off centre, it's not in the centre of the aircraft, it's connected up with pipes. What the hell is that, man? Why are they going to have pipes connecting if it's ballast? Okay? Look at this, here again. Yeah. Here we got a big military jet here loading up. Got a spray nozzle here from another one. And there's a US patent and all the number on it there. These are all available online if you want to have a look at them yourself. But there's a plane, spraying heavy. That's not vapor. Vapor does not stay in the sky for that long. That is thick chemical concoction raining down on life on this planet. So this is a crime. This is the greatest issue of our time. Geoengineering, chemtrailing, weather manipulation, whatever you want to call it. We really have to take action now. There's no more time for messing around. There's 200 species dying every 24 hours, becoming extinct. We're living in the biggest mass extinction period since the dinosaurs. The Alzheimer's is off the charts, from 1 in 15,000 in 1975 to 1 in 50 now. What's it going to be by 2020? It's just going up. The demographic is going up and up and up. It's crazy. Respiratory problems are off the charts, just diseases left, right and centre. So it's all to do with this, folks. We need to just get real, have a gut check and understand what's going on, because you better realise what times you're living in, I tell you. The bankers are bankrupting us now. They want us sick and they want to control the weather. You control the weather, you control the world. 80% of the world's economy is weather sensitive. So if you control the weather, you are God. Okay, these men are doing it, so better wake up to geoengineering and play your part in history.
After 2 hours, they were filming these kind of really horrible layers of what looked like artificial clouds, and they weren't going anywhere. And so that's when I really noticed during the Olympics last year that there was something so the one thing definitely goes on. I know that for sure. It's really good. Well done.
The elephant in the living room, it's unbelievable how people just don't want to talk about it, isn't it?
Well, even just getting dialogue going would be a good place to begin, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what they are, but I know what they're not.
Exactly.
They're not aircraft contrails.
Exactly.
So, let's talk about it.
Exactly. People love to talk about the weather, don't they? It's like the national pastime in Ireland, anyhow. They just love talking weather. Let's talk about the weather, man.
Well, funny enough,
you mentioned chemtrails, they don't want to talk about the weather.
Funny enough, that's what this film's going to be called. Let's talk about the weather.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Ha, cool.
Released on the Hitman by John Perkins, quite a well-known book. If you go onto YouTube, you can actually see an animation called Economic Hitman John Perkins, and it has all the information about how governments go into third world countries.
It's commonly known as Dom, man.
They've changed the law representation in court, legal aid.
No.
They changed it on April the 1st, April Fool's Day. Now they're saying that on civil matters, if it's not a serious matter, which no civil matter is, then you're not actually eligible straight off for legal aid like you used to be. You could get a solicitor to represent you in court, even though that doesn't work. So they're shooting themselves in the foot because if people
going to represent themselves, man. They're going to have to get smart, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to have to look up court procedures are going on, really.
I've noticed they do have days, for some reason they don't spray, maybe 2 or 3 days in a row, and then off they go again, at night time, above the clouds, whatever, you know.
And you find as well that if they block it out from the early morning, say 6 o'clock, generally I wake up about 6 o'clock and I watch them kind of start covering up. It takes them about an hour to 2 hours to cover, and then once it's that blanket grey that sort of hangs in the sky, sometimes it'll hang around for 2 or 3 days, but other days it'll be clear by sunset, and then the night sky's clear. You see more often than not that you have a clear sky at night, but then as soon as sunrise comes they'll block it out again, so you kind of see a pattern.
You were talking about, can I have a word?
Yeah, sure. Terry.
Yeah, cheers man, Terry Lawton is my name, I'm from Wexford in Ireland. You were talking about the vitamin D and all, the lack of sunlight and all that. They're trying to normalise the lack of vitamin D now and all that. In the ads and all, the rickets as well. You know, rickets is an old disease, hasn't been around for such a long time, and it's just all been normalised now. It's just that's the way things are and the way we should expect it to be, and we're being conditioned to accept the unacceptable and be sprayed like bugs every day, man.
And also I've noticed that they say whooping cough is on the way back, and there's all these allergies as well.
So you're aware of chemtrail sets?
Absolutely, I've been aware of them for a few years now.
Yeah.
And, being from an ex-Air Force background,
really?
I would look up the sky and I think, I know what a contrail is. And these things are not contrails. They're lingering on outwards and spreading out across the sky and blocking the sun, and God knows what else they're doing to us.
Yeah.
So that's what began my investigations.
Exactly.
Well, they kind of take away the natural form and then they replace it with an unnatural form that's not bioavailable. So say for example you can't get your natural vitamin D because they block out the sun.
Exactly.
Then they'll create a non-natural vitamin D, and then it's not bioavailable to your body, so you can't absorb it in the same way that you would that natural vitamin D. So they recreate unnatural
Can I just add to that?
versions of them. Yeah.
There's an ad in Ireland last week. I seen it for the first time, and it's for a yogurt, and it's at the end of the ad it says really subtly all the vitamin D your children need in this yogurt, you know. In other words, like, we don't need the sunshine anymore, and it's a conspiracy theory that the sun used to shine. Just get used to dark days, get your vitamin D from a pot in the supermarket, shut up and just be a slave, lie down, we're going to kill you slowly, just put up with it, So you have been awake to chemtrails for how long?
Only since the beginning of the year, but I knew previously to this that there's lots of things going on that are completely under the radar in this country, and not only this country but worldwide. I've been a searcher of the truth for many years, if you like.
Beautiful.
Chemtrails has only been a recent issue for me. Since I started digging on the issue, I cannot stop digging on the issue because it's becoming more and more evident that this is happening on a worldwide basis, and that we all have a responsibility to do something about this, especially those of us that have children like myself.
We have a duty. Silence is consent. We do not have an option here. This is not a choice.
No.
We're talking about the future of life on Earth here. This is real.
This is very, very real, and it's been evident it's going on a daily basis. I live somewhere where there aren't regular plane flights going over, so any trails that I see coming about in the sky above where I live are unusual, and I know that these are not contrails. I've been doing my research. I don't take anything that anybody says to me at face value anymore. Even here today, that anybody might say to me at face value, or go away, I will do my own research, and I think it's everybody's duty to do that now.
Exactly. So basically, I don't know, like you guys are probably early 20s, is it, or late teens? 16. Well listen, you probably don't remember what clean skies were, because This geoengineering program has been going on for 15 years, man. Officially 15 years.
A decade they've been doing it, so you guys won't even know what normal skies look. This actually, to be fair, is a normal sky.
That's a normal sky.
You don't often see natural clouds anymore because they're created by man so often now.
See this, like a plane when I was growing up would fly by and the trail would dissipate 20 seconds after, and that's it, vaporised.
Okay? Right now, that's normal condensation. They're supposed to be huge trails that hang around. So it's not how it used to be. You may think that sounds far-fetched, but if you get up at 6 and you start watching them, you won't be thinking that's far-fetched anymore.
Let's go and show them the cloud charts. Come over here, come here. This is Paul of the Family Fitch on Facebook, man. This guy was out in the streets of Liverpool last weekend, done a great Chemtrail Awareness Day with David Lloyd and the team up there, man. And he's down here again this Saturday for more action, man. Brilliant stuff, man. You're busy these days, Paul. You got Google Chemtrails, geoengineering. This stuff is real, folks. We're not conspiracy theorists. We're not nut jobs, man. This is real. Yeah. So
absolutely, sir. We're down here today, and there's a good turnout, a hell of a lot more than when I was down here 3 years ago. It started off with 3 of us, we ended up with 10. But just looking around here today, Terry, I'd say we can't be far off coming up towards, I don't know, about 80 people here.
Definitely, man.
Yeah,
definitely.
Absolutely fantastic.
Real success.
Very visual today,
Yes.
And you know, we're going to keep on coming down, and we're going to keep on hitting our local towns and cities. It's getting bigger.
Our numbers are going to grow, man. There's no stopping the snowball now, man. So let's find out about geoengineering, the greatest crime of our time. Thank you very much.
Chemtrail alert! Chemtrail alert! Chemtrail alert! Chemtrail alert! 9/11, false flag event, 7/7, a false flag event. World Trade Center 7, no plane hit it, but it collapsed at free fall speed. Steel frame structure, shouldn't have collapsed anyway. Only had office furniture fire, and the BBC covered that 20 minutes in advance of the collapse. They went live to New York to a reporter called James Sanders. Over these blue skies, I'm stood here standing, oh hello, why? Because they're sprayed with this dust, and it's promised as a must. In our future do they trust? Do you think they give a fuck? So I'm here to say, oh no, you don't. I renounce any Windsor that steps to the throne.
Yeah!
The sway to the left. I'm here to stop the shit before there's nothing bloody left.
Yay!
Yeah,
come on, boy!
Chemtrails are not normal.
Once again, since Christmas you've given up?
Since Christmas, fluoride, given up, eating meat, smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, chewing fluoride, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, I can't think of anything else, like all the poisons that they put in the food and the drink I'm trying to avoid taking. Alright, I've stopped with the toothpaste, the map.
So you have heard of chemtrails, and you're a member of a chemtrail awareness group on Facebook?
I'm a member of it on Facebook, and I live locally, and I felt that it was so important to come down today.
Yeah.
Because I think it's just that people are
Speak up a little bit, sorry, yeah. So with music.
I think it's just that people are told a different narrative.
Yeah.
And that something like this can trigger someone completely being open and aware.
Completely.
What's actually really happening.
When you see so many people congregating and sharing the same message, who are not voices in the wilderness or conspiracy theorists and nuts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A conspiracy theory is only something that isn't widely accepted.
Yes.
And it's just a method to put people in a category.
That's it, and that's what we're here for. Thank you. Yeah. Beautiful.
National media, nobody is wishing to discuss this with us. We now are the media.
Geoengineering, folks, Google the term. It's a scientific term for the artificial manipulation of the world's climate. That's why we're so bloody cold this time of the year. It's April, we're beyond the spring equinox and it's freezing cold. This is not natural. We're being manipulated, our weather has been engineered. Your government is complicit.
Be aware of what's going into your body.
Buckingham Palace chemtrail demonstration. The biggest chemtrail demonstration this country has ever seen, this continent, I do believe. The first of many. We are multiplying. Do you know what it's about?
I wake up each morning neath a dismal white sky. to make me wanna cry. Plants just not growing, people get so sick. Geoengineering is the reason for it. Toxic white lines in the sky don't make you feel high.